The night my brother-in-law accused my sister of cheating, our entire family turned against her. I believed him. We all did, until one message proved we were wrong about everything. I still remember the night everything fell apart. It wasn't loud at first, no shouting. No drama, just a phone call. My brother-in-law's voice was calm, too calm. "The wedding is off," he said. I laughed. I thought he was joking. He wasn't. She cheated on me. Those 4 words changed everything. My sister Aisha was the last person I would ever expect to hear that about. She was the responsible one, the one who double-checked everything, the one who believed in loyalty more than anyone I knew. If anything, she loved too hard. But that night, none of that mattered, because he had proof. He sent screenshots, messages, photos, enough to make the truth feel undeniable. There she was, meeting another man, laughing, sitting too close, and the messages, they weren't innocent, or at least, they didn't look that way. I remember staring at my phone, my chest tightening, trying to make it make sense, trying to find some explanation that didn't exist, but the more I looked, the worse it got. When I finally called her, she didn't. "Deny it, please, I'd just come over," she said. Her voice was shaking. That should have been my first clue, but I was already angry. When I got there, she was sitting on the floor, not crying, just staring. "Tell me it's not true," I said. She looked up at me and said something I didn't expect. I didn't cheat. I almost laughed, then explained the messages. She shook her head slowly. "I can't." That's when something inside me snapped. You can't, or you won't. Silence. And in that silence, I chose a side, not hers. The next few days were brutal, family members calling, judging, whispering. My brother-in-law canceled everything, blocked her, told everyone what happened. And just like that, she became the villain. What hurt the most? She didn't fight back. No long explanations. No defending herself. Just one sentence. "I didn't cheat." Over and over again. It didn't feel convincing. It felt incomplete, like she was hiding something. And maybe that's what made it worse. A week later, I went back to her place. Not because I believed her, but because something didn't sit right. She looked worse. Tired. Empty. "I know you don't believe me," she said quietly. I didn't respond. She took a deep breath, and for the first time, she said something different. "I was protecting someone. That got my attention." "Who?" She hesitated, then said, "His sister." I frowned. "What?" That's when the story finally started to unfold. The man in the photos? He wasn't her lover. He was her fiancé's younger sister's ex. Confusing? Yeah, it was. Turns out, my brother-in-law's sister had been secretly seeing this guy. Their relationship was messy, complicated, and hidden. When things went bad, she panicked and dragged my sister into it. She begged her, "Please meet him. Talk to him. End it for me." My sister agreed because that's who she is. She met him more than once, trying to fix a situation that wasn't even hers. But someone saw them, took pictures, and sent them to my brother-in-law. Out of context. Out of truth in the messages. They weren't romantic. They were conversations about ending things, about closure, about someone else's relationship, but without context. They looked like betrayal. "So why didn't you say this before?" I asked. Her eyes filled for the first time. "Because she begged me not to." And suddenly, everything shifted. My anger, my judgment, my certainty, all of it felt wrong. But it was too late. The damage had already been done, or so I thought. A few days later, something unexpected happened. My brother-in-law called me. His voice wasn't calm this time. It was shaken. "You knew?" he asked. "Knew what?" There was a pause. Then he said, "She told me everything." His sister had finally confessed. The truth came out, every detail, and just like that, the story flipped. He went to see my sister that night. I wasn't there, but she told me what happened. He stood at her door for a long time, not knocking, not leaving, just standing there. When she opened the door, he said the same thing she had been saying all along. I was wrong. But this time, it meant something different. She didn't forgive him right away. And honestly, she didn't have to. Because sometimes an apology doesn't erase what was said or what was believed. Weeks passed. Slowly, carefully, they started talking again. Rebuilding. Not what they had, but something new, something honest. And me? I learned something I'll never forget. The truth doesn't always look like the truth. Sometimes it hides behind silence, behind loyalty, behind choices that don't make sense until you know the full story. And sometimes the person you doubt the most is the one who deserved your trust all along. My sister didn't cheat, but she paid the price of being misunderstood, and that almost cost her everything.